This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to an AmBaby Reacts to our queen, Amberlynn Reid. Mama Reid. No, that doesn't work. I don't know. I haven't come up with a good name. Queen Reid. Queen Lynn over here. Queenland. Sorry, not working. All right. She's sped up. If you're wondering what's going on, there will be a link in the description down below to a quick 20-ish minute video that will explain everything. I have a fabulous hat. You should go tell me how awesome it is. But it will explain to you what's going on, just in case you're wondering if I've lost my mind. I haven't. That being said, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And if you've watched more than one video, you might as well subscribe. So just putting it out there. This is a 33-minute video. It was put out 6 days ago. That would be April 7th. Today is April the 14th. So roughly a week ago. That doesn't make sense. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Time is wibbly wobbly. Hopefully I'll get this up today-ish. All right. So originally I was going to sit down and try to react to all 3 of these in a row in one video, but I talk a lot. Amber rambles. It is what it is. So here we are. We're just going to do the one video. We're just going to get caught up. I think how I want to do these is I just want to react to the weekly vlog and the let's chat videos and maybe a weigh-in here and there, but I just don't feel like there's that much going on in the what I ate today and the let's chat weigh-in videos. I don't know why my Lisp has decided that today is the day that it needs to announce itself, but by the way, I have a Lisp if you didn't know. By the way, somebody was like on Anna's case about her having a Lisp in the videos, and I don't care. Like, please don't come for people over speech impediments. That's weird. Anyway, unless it's like Amber and she's like S-faced drunk, and that's a whole other thing, but anyway, that little aside. Trying to think if there's anything else we really need to say before we get too far into this. Oh, my neighbors, I think, the upstairs neighbors, I think they're having their bathroom rebuilt. I think. I don't know exactly what's going on up there, but there's a lot of noise and there's a lot of banging. So if you hear that, that's what's happening. The weather is relatively nice, so my cats are, of course, bonkers, as cats are wont to do when the weather is nice. And I need to sit down and play choosy with my slimes, but today is not that day, so there is a choosy. There is a slime choosy coming up. Maybe for members only. So if you want to watch me do slime choosy. Anyhow, my memberships are not $10. I'm trying to get a third level of membership in, but YouTube is actually blocking me, and I think it's funny. So hopefully I can get that figured out as to why they're doing it. But so keep an eye out for that. Figure it out. Anyway, all of that is said, this is my ex's wife is obsessed with me copying reaction channels and calories at bingo. Girl, you can copy me any day of the week. We can be besties. See, if I'd been thinking further ahead, I would have worn a striped shirt as well. But this is going to have to be the best that I can do. The best. All right. So, I don't think there's anything else we really need. Are her cameos open? Can I finally ask about the sun? Maybe I should ask. Do you think if I asked on Instagram, do you think she'd answer me? Anyway. All right. Again, she sped up, so let's go. Let's go crazy.
Hey guys, welcome to a new weekly vlog. So I did not vlog anything. Yesterday was Monday. My weekly vlogs go from Monday to Sunday because it's the
Girl, I didn't do squat on Sunday either. I probably should have because then I'd be ahead today, but I did not.
whole week. I needed a moment. I needed a moment. I'm not gonna lie. I just needed a day to like reset mentally. Just I needed it so bad. So I didn't vlog, but we're here.
I know when I do work all week long, like all week long, I know I need like a reset day too. And like yesterday, I really planned to do that, but I just didn't. So I basically am trying to do all of that today. We'll see what happens.
Tuesday, hello, hello. So I'm actually
Hi.
about to film my weigh-in for the day, and I'm actually going to be playing an April Fool's joke on you guys.
Oh my god, I saw it. It was very funny.
Weigh-in. I know that's dumb, but you know, I'm kind of a dumb girly pop sometimes. And from my remembrance,
only in the funniest ways.
I don't think I've ever done like an April Fool's joke on you guys. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it for my weigh-in video since it's going to go up tomorrow. So if you guys want to watch the April Fool's joke or you want to see like what my new diet is, because yes, we are doing a structured diet because the no diet was not working for me.
But I mean, you gave it the old college try, so that's the important part.
At all. So if you want to see my weigh-in and all that jazz, definitely watch my weigh-in video. But tonight I also have my live stream, my members live stream, and I am looking forward to it. I think I'm going to do more tarot. Well, not tarot, but oracles with you guys because I know you guys enjoy that as well.
I do, and I asked for an oracle reading during that live, and I didn't get one. But here's the thing, like, Amber said that she didn't like doing readings for the reaction channels because she didn't want to do readings for people that she didn't have permission to do the readings for. So I just want you to know, Amber, you have permission to do a reading for me if you ever want to. I have done readings for you. You can totally do readings for me.
I'm feeling a wee bit optimistic about today's live stream. So I'm excited to come talk to you guys. And if you guys have not joined my members live stream, you definitely should because
I have a live stream tonight too that I'm feeling very optimistic about. So this will probably go out long after that happens. But Therapy Today and I are doing a collab. We're going to do a live stream on his channel tonight and a live stream on my channel on Wednesday. Yep. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting nervous because it's tonight. So I'm now like, oh God. Oh God. What is it called? Yep, can't even remember what it's called, obviously.
I would love for you guys to be part of the stream queens. All right, you guys, so I just got off my live stream and I made myself a little meal. I made some corn, potato.
Oh, those were meatballs.
And steak, and this was 570 calories, and I weighed everything. Starting in with my new habits of measuring my food and weighing it, which weighing is more reliable, so I'll probably stick.
Weighing is more reliable.
To that.
The next day.
Hello, hello. Okay, so it is the next day.
I thought that was a strawberry. I have seen this already.
Yeah, I just filmed my Let's Talk video, and I'm finally about to have my first meal of the day. Be proud of me. I'm actually eating leftovers. So I made sure to make enough potatoes, and this is a lean steak. So good.
Dude, I love baby potatoes like that. I really honestly do. I don't even buy full ass bags of potatoes anymore. I just buy baby potatoes these days because like you just throw a handful of baby potatoes in the microwave for like 5 minutes. Anyway, you just throw a handful of baby potatoes in the microwave for about 5 minutes, and then you can either like throw some butter on there, throw some cheese on it, throw some sour cream, salt them, eat them plain, do whatever you want. They're so easy to eat like that.
I made sure to make enough. Why am I using my fingers? I don't know, but
I'm taking up. I was gonna say taking up Filipino culture, but that's not how they eat with their hands. So
I made sure to make enough for today.
It's actually like an art to eating with your hands in the Philippines. My friend was starting to explain it to me, and I'm like, I'll just use a fork. I'm one of those people. I'll go to the Philippines and I'll try to impress you with my finger eating, and I'll just be like, oh, it's like a 5-year-old, and I'll be, just give me the fork. Save me from myself. Give me the fork.
Also have a fried egg and radish. I love radish so much. I'm gonna be quite transparent right now. I have not been in the vlogging mood.
No
shit. I'm pretty sure I cooked this. Oh yeah, I cooked it perfectly. The yolk, yes. Sometimes
I only like runny yolk if I've got toast or hash browns. That's it. Toast or hash browns. Those are the only thing runny yolks are good for. My friend will just eat it. It's weird. Not in a bad way. Like, it's just I've never seen anybody else do it. But like, they'll cut the white part, the white of the egg away, and just leave like the little yellow yolk part, and then they'll just scoop the yolk up, like it unbroken. Like they'll just scoop the part with the yolk up and just pop the whole thing in their mouth and just eat the whole thing. To each their own. I can only eat it if I have yolk, if I have toast or hash browns.
Sometimes I want yolk, sometimes I don't. Today,
sometimes you feel like sometimes you don't.
By the way, I'm counting calories. I'm having to measure all my food. All of this came out to 470 calories. Hell yeah. Potatoes are so low calorie, it's crazy. But yeah, I just have not been in the vlogging mood. I don't really know what it's about. I'm still going to keep to my schedule though, of course, but I just don't know what the rest of this week is going to look like in the form of this vlog.
I mean, just advice time, because I know I've said this on multiple occasions. Like, if you had like a format for your vlogs, it would help for times like these where you're like, I don't feel like vlogging, but you know, I'm gonna stick to my format. It would help, because then at least you would know, like, you know, this is the get ready with me segment, and then I don't know, this is the what I eat segment, and then this is the Lego segment, and then this is the, I don't know, walking the dog segment. You would at least have like a schedule for the vlog, so you would know what you're recording, even if you don't have anything like unique in the moment. You would at least have like a schedule for it. So when you get to these moments where you're like, I don't feel like blogging, or yeah, I don't feel like vlogging, and I don't know what to vlog, you at least have that structure to fall back on, you know?
So I actually had my therapy appointment on Monday.
Yay.
And we haven't started the like DBT section of it all, because she's still just trying to like get to know me and stuff like that. And we talked a lot about like my disassociation, like when it started and all that type of stuff. So it's honestly really scary for me, I'm not gonna lie. It started when I was a little girl. It happens when I'm in like high stress situations. It feels like I am just like watching myself from the outside. Like, it's like life is happening to me and there's nothing I could do about it. And it's scary. I feel like detached from my body. And
You know, when I described that to my therapist that way, she kind of alluded to that not being a disassociation, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me and my therapist. I don't know.
I opened up a bit about it, like after me and Feline broke up and like I was moving here, living alone for the first time in my life. I did open up to you guys about it then. And I noticed lately it's been happening again.
Uh-huh.
I'm
It's
just gonna
something.
go eat this. I don't want to bother you guys with my nonsense, but
What? I don't understand. Well, I guess you can't really eat the egg with your fingers. It's kind of sloppy, I guess. But the potatoes?
I'm just having a little struggle bus time. And thankfully, I have a therapist to listen to me and to help me cope a little bit, you know? All right, you guys.
Well, I mean, that is the point of a therapist, so it's good that you found somebody who's willing to do that with you.
So we have an Amazon haul. 3 days ago, I was supposed to have a Fitbit delivered, but I literally cannot find it in the package room. Sometimes
Girl, same. Sorry.
this does happen where they put the package in the wrong spot, because how it's all combobulated in there, it's definitely different.
The last apartments I lived in had a package room, and I hated it. I just absolutely despised it, because the packages were just like stacked on top of each other. It was basically first in, last out kind of a thing. You had to dig for your shit. It was impossible to find stuff. People were having those meal kits ordered, because it was also during COVID. And like, then they wouldn't come get their freaking meal kits, and there was just meal kits rotting in the it was just horrible. I hated it so much. And then when we moved here, we have our mail delivered to our building, not to a package room, which is very nice. So yeah, I just wanted to complain about that. Apparently
You have to go a searching. And I literally can't find it. So they might not have delivered it for real. So I'm just gonna give it a few more
that's
days.
the thing with the damn mail rooms. Like, it could be in there. It's just like you have to go excavate for it. It's so annoying. I don't understand why apartment complexes do that. It's just, I'm sure it's convenient for the apartment complex, but it's like so incredibly annoying as a resident. And the apartment complex, of course, gives no shits, because it's not their mail. Why do they care? But it's just very annoying.
And if I can't find it, I'm going to contact customer service. Sometimes they have to do an audit in the package room, blah, blah, blah. But I really wanted that damn Fitbit, because I'm going to start cracking my steps. I'm super excited for that. But anyways, let's get into the haul. So I got some of these little Swiffer dust things, because I needed more of those. And it's just like so random. It's like things that I know that I need, but I forget to get them when I'm at the grocery store. So if you have long hair and you use scrunchies, you know that
I do.
they get up and walk away and then you can't find them.
Well, I have 3 cats, so I know where they go. Finding them is the other story.
So I got a whole pack of 50.
We call those
and I
cat
actually really
toys.
like them. I was gonna take one out, but it's this type of deal. It literally is perfect. Sometimes scrunchies are like too loose, too tight, but this is like perfecto. Recommend. So when I use my air fryer, I normally just like clean it when I'm done, but it's a hassle.
Yes,
and people are like, Amberlynn, have you ever heard of like the air fryer thingy-majigger? Air fryer
This is like QVC. I'm sorry.
liners, to be exact. And
You missed a calling, girlfriend. You missed a calling.
I was like, no. So I got some, but they're too big. And this was the smallest one, because I do have a different air fryer now, when I give you guys a little tour of my new kitchen stuff, I'll show my new air fryer. But sadly,
is it also a Drew Barrymore? You and Alexandra are not going to be the same anymore. You're gonna have to. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen now. Who are we mimicking now? I'm sorry. Amber doesn't mimic. Amber trend sets.
they're too big, even though they were the smallest size. So I don't have any of these, so I definitely needed some. It's just to help to keep bags shut, like bags of carrots, radish, chips, whatever it may be. I got these really cute pink hoop earrings.
I need to get
so
some
these next
hoop
earrings
earrings.
that I'm about
I
to
don't
show
have
you,
hoop
I thought they were a little bit bigger, but they're kind of small. I think I'll be okay. But they just look weird because I like the really big hoops. I guess I'll be all right. So on the front, it's like these black rhinestones, and then inside here, it's like regular rhinestones, silver ones. Isn't that so pretty? And then the other pair is literally just silver, and the rhinestones on the inside and outside are the same. And then I also got this set. It's a set of notebooks. They all come together. I did not buy them separate, don't worry. So this is what they look
But you did buy them as a set of 6 and or 5 and or 6. So
like. I put them in order of my least favorite to my favorite.
Okay.
They're all so stinking adorable. Like, look how freaking cute. That's my
that one is
favorite.
cute.
Like,
I do actually like that one a lot.
like, oh my god, are you joking? And then with the notebooks, it actually comes with some pens, but I gave
So each notebook came with a pen. Cool.
2 of them to my mom already.
Cool.
So we have a bow pen. We have a pen with bows that says "I'm just a girl." That's so mean coded. And then 2 more bow pens. So it came with 6, but I gave 2 to my mom, like I said. But look how adorable. It's cherries and bows.
I do like the cherries. That's
Next day, I'm actually filming my what I ate today video. I'm looking like it's not my day. I wear makeup so much, but like I need to have some days to like breathe. So today's the day. And yes, my hair is in a braid. I'm like scared to have my hair in a braid. I'm scared to exist.
Why?
There's like reaction channels thinking I'm stalking them. There's other reaction channels thinking they're the people who invented braids and that they're the only people who ever do braids. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, I have been doing braids since the beginning of time. I've been doing this type of braid and like side braid my whole life. But like 2 pigtails, I've done that so many times I can't even think straight. And like, I just don't understand that. Like,
I mean, that is true.
Like, why can't we just go back to like nitpicking Amberlynn instead of thinking?
I mean, to be fair, that is nitpicking. I know what video she's talking about because I did go and watch that creator. I think it's called Jordan's Journey or something like that. It was funny. It was funny too. I don't know if that was satire in that moment. Like Jordan, I think. No, it's not Jordan. Journey? Something. Anyway, the person in the video, she was being very like sarcastic a lot through the video. So I can't tell if in that moment they were being sarcastic or if they were being serious, but it kind of felt like they were being kind of serious about it. And I was just like, that's kind of weird. Amber's always worn braids like all the way back to Crystal era. So like, it's a little weird, a little weird. And then she also pulled up pictures of her doing the what are the Pekingese hair thing, and she was like, "Oh my god, I've done that too with the winged eyeliner." And it's like, yeah, Amber's been doing that for like years at this point. So not to be mean or anything. So I'm hoping it was satire because then it's funny, right? And it's like, ha ha, funny, yes. If it wasn't satire, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. It was a little strange. So I'm gonna err on the side of satire, because otherwise,
I'm obsessively stalking someone or
either way, it has bothered my queen. Stop it! How dare!
obsessively copying someone. Like, braids have been around forever. I'm 34 years old. I've always done braids. And also the same person who thinks that I am copying the braids, by the way, this comes from someone messaging me on Instagram, which I'll show you here.
You gotta quit. You gotta quit listening to people who message you on Instagram. I gotta start messaging you on Instagram. We need to become BFFs on Instagram. That's what I'm learning from all of this.
So I had to watch it. The same person who thinks I'm
Why
copying
do you
them
have to watch
when it
it?
comes to braids.
Please, for the love of God, watch this video. This girl thinks you are copying her, yet you have done these things an abundant amount of times through your YouTube career. I like you, but I don't understand the fascination. Neither do I. Neither do I. What? I like you, but I don't understand the fascination. What? Okay.
They think I'm copying them
Uh-huh.
because I decided to start drinking water.
Uh-huh.
Isn't everyone supposed to drink water and I just have been flopping? Like, I did not grow up and learn to drink water.
I love this. This is like chef's kiss.
It was always drink milk. It's weird because
Uh-huh.
when I lived with my parents before I was put into foster care,
Uh-huh.
they always wanted me to drink milk.
Uh-huh.
And then even when I went into foster care, the choice was either milk or juice.
Uh-huh.
9 times out of 10. Like,
Uh-huh.
it was never like water.
Right.
The only time I remember drinking water as a kid was
Right.
when I was put on this weird diet. I was in a all-girls group home. I was 10 years
Right.
old. And the
Are we positive she didn't grow up in the Midwest? Like I know y'all keep telling me she grew up in California. I know that. I know. Are you guys positive she didn't grow up in the Midwest? She talks like she grew up in the Midwest. She cooks like she's from the Midwest. This is a very Midwest thing. The whole like milk and juice and no water. That's a very Midwest thing. Like this is how I was raised. I'm not going to lie. We didn't drink water. We drank milk or juice or soda. My parents were big Coke drinkers. So, like, water wasn't an option. It's just like, are you guys sure she didn't grow up in the Midwest? Because this is just, is there a part of California that is basically the Midwest? Is that also a thing? Because I know that they call the area around here Pennsyltucky a lot, because it's very southern. So I don't know, like, is there a part of California that's very Midwestern? Is that the shtick here? Because, like, this is Midwest. Anyway.
2 things that they told me to do was you get your own milk. It's like a lower fat milk. So I
Right.
had my own big gallon of milk because
Uh-huh.
all the girls in the group home drank milk, but it was just like normal milk. And then the other thing was they wanted me to chug a bunch of water before every meal.
Did they stand around you and go, chug, 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 while you drank it?
I said, okay. So
But did you chug it? Did you Edward 40 hands that shit? Sorry. I am a bad influence. If you don't know what that is, no one is going to explain that to you.
that was like my first diet ever at the age of 10, but that did not last long.
I thought you did Weight Watchers at 10. I thought Weight Watchers started at 10. Or did Weight Watchers start at 11? I should stop questioning the queen.
I can tell you that. But water
Uh-huh.
has never just like been in my, vicinity. I've never been taught to drink it.
Right.
And I go through phases as an adult where I drink a lot of water and then I stop. This reaction
true.
channel thinks that I'm copying it.
We all remember when Amber would take small bottles of water and pour them into a larger bottle of water.
Everything they do, and we're all supposed to be drinking water. And it's like,
Uh-huh.
I didn't know you wore your hair in braids. I'm sorry, question mark,
Water.
question mark. Like, it's something I've always done. I don't know.
Right.
That was just like a little mini rant. Excuse me
Uh-huh.
for that. So I just got out of the shower and I literally already have my AirPod in. I'm listening to Shushopeda's podcast. Jeff is on this episode. Personally, for me, I think
Yeah,
they're
Jeff
like a
was
hoot
there.
together. I'm not gonna lie.
They are a hoot
like, I just feel like
together.
there's like the perfect amount of like awkwardness.
Mhm.
I don't know. I could see them being like their own podcast together. I just don't think that they'll ever do it. I know
Girl,
Jeff and Tana
same.
flirted with the idea, but they never did it either.
I don't
Who's
know
with
who Tana
me?
is.
Do you miss
I am with you.
Frenemies?
I never listened to it, but I am here for you.
That was the best thing to ever happen to the internet. Besides
Sure.
Amberlynn Reid, of course. I'm looking a mess.
That's right.
So I'm filming my What I Ate Today video.
Okay.
Look at Twink. Yeah, you're such a perfect baby. I just don't even understand like how I feel so lucky.
Aw.
So I'm having fried egg, chorizo, radish. I've been obsessed lately. Carrots, also been obsessed. Like, what's happening? And a fried egg. A fried egg.
Aw.
A fried egg? I've said it so much that it doesn't even sound real anymore. But a fried egg just sounds so good lately. So I've been eating those. It's a good source of protein. Plus they're freaking tasty as hell.
Mm.
But what I was going to ask you guys, every single year
Mhm.
when I send my taxes to the IRS,
Oh, yeah.
and then I
that's-
do my federal taxes as well.
Uh-huh.
I-
So, my queen, the IRS is your federal taxes.
Always get a
Uh-huh.
check from the IRS with like
Uh-huh.
the exact same amount of money every year. Why are they sending me money?
I don't know because I had a very fun time paying taxes this year. By the way, thank you everyone. Not complaining, I'm genuinely thanking you all. But because I had to pay taxes a different way this year, you shouldn't be getting money back. Unless she's doing the thing where she pays quarterly taxes, which she might be. I don't know. This is also Oklahoma, so I guess it could be a little bit, but that would be state taxes anyway. But anyway, unless she's paying like quarterly federal taxes and she's sending in quarterly a certain amount of money every year, and she's just overpaying, and so then they'll send you the difference back. But I mean, if she's just waiting till the end of the year to pay her taxes, she shouldn't be getting anything back, even if she zeroes out, which I highly doubt she does. I mean, she's got a really good accountant if she does, but I don't know why they're sending her money. It doesn't make sense. She should be getting royalties. These are considered royalty checks that we get from YouTube. And I know there's a million ways of like doing business taxes and da 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 da. But like, I still don't understand how she's getting money back from it because there's no one taking money out. So the only thing I can come up with, if this story is true, which of course it is because Amber doesn't lie, she must be paying quarterly taxes and she must be overpaying every year. And so they're just sending her a check for her overpayment. That's the only thing I can think of. Now, it being the exact same amount every year, I don't know. That, I don't know, maybe.
It's so weird. It's literally just a random check. You want to carrot? Yeah. But yeah, it's literally just a random check and there's no explanation on it or anything, but okay.
I mean, I feel like every time I've ever gotten a check from the IRS, it's got an explanation as to why I'm getting the check, either written on the check or on the little piece of paper that the check comes attached to. So I don't know. Maybe you're just not seeing the insert for the check. I don't know. The next day.
Hello. It's
Hi.
the next day. Oh, I forgot to put on my rings. I feel naked without them. So I am
You look naked without them.
wearing this lace thing, which I wore a few days ago, but thank God for laundry. And this is a similar dress. It's literally the same dress, different color. I was just really vibing with the look. So I was like, I'm going to wear that to bingo night. So
I do like that dress. I like the color. I'm not crazy about the cut, but I really like the color, or at least the color as it looks on my screen.
I do have to go to the USPS. We're going to bingo. I'm super excited.
The post office?
This box is still here because I'm still getting rid of kitchen stuff. I'm trying to go through kitchen stuff. And then when I buy new kitchen things like pots, pans, a whole cooking utensil set, a whole new knife set, like I like to wash all of that before you use it. And then I'm going to put it away.
Smart.
I'm in this like out with the old, in with the new.
And of course, since we don't use the dishwasher.
Routine while also still trying to keep up with everything else around the house.
Twinkie, dig!
All right, you guys. So since I'm counting calories, I thought something that could
If it's not a Philly pretzel, it's not a pretzel.
be fun is to tell you guys what I had at bingo and how many calories it was. So these pretzels were my mom's because we both got an appetizer. You will see mine in a minute, but she wanted me to try one. So the one that's bitten off, that one is mine. For my appetizer, I got this mini quesadilla. It's a cheese quesadilla.
Okay.
So good. I had a little bit of sour cream. You guys know me, I'm a dry girl. And a little bit of salsa because I do like some spice. Super.
I have never seen salsa in a packet, especially a packet like that. It's like a hot sauce packet. Hot sauce.
Freaking tasty. And then they have these chocolate chip cookies that are divine. Usually I have 3, but I only had 2.
Good
I was very proud of
job.
myself. So I gave
You should be. Very good job.
the other one to my stepdad and he enjoyed it. And then a couple hours later for my actual meal, I got potato wedges and chicken strips. I did not eat the bread though.
Why did they give you this bread? What is the point of this bread? Like, they do this a lot in restaurants when they serve this kind of stuff. They give you like the wedges and the fried chicken strips and then a piece of bread. Why? Who eats it?
So keep that in mind for my calories. That was not 8. And I did dip it in just the tiniest bit of ranch. So for calories, it did come out to a banger, not gonna lie. So I had no cheese with the pretzel, so it was 101 calories. Quesadilla, 322. Sour cream, 23. Ranch, 64. Chicken strips were 307. Potato wedges was 226. Cookies, 170. Came out to 1,213. Thankfully, I have hundreds of calories for wiggle room because Noom wants me to eat upwards to like 3,400, and I usually try to stay below 2,600. So give or take, these are the calories, and I just stayed on track for the rest of the day surrounding that.
Yay. Good job.
Hello. It is the next day. Today we are wearing a Sabrina Carpenter perfume.
Sabrina Carpenter related to the other Carpenter? You're like the daughter of God. What is her name? Crap. Anyway, never mind. I saw those in a store. I don't know where the hell I was, but I saw them in a store, and I like the way they look because they look like chocolate bars. But I figured they would probably have like a chocolate scent, like an underlying chocolate scent to them. But
Some people say this smells like cherry medicine. I get the vibe. I do. So me and my mom were actually gonna go to my grandma's house and play some cards, and then last minute my grandma calls my mom and literally is
because nothing says luscious like walking around smelling like cherry medicine all day.
like, "Can we go to the casino?" So we're going to the casino. I haven't
Okay.
gone since the beginning of January.
Right.
A week ago, I won $500, but I tipped big. So I
Nice.
still have a few $100s just floating around in my wallet. And it's
Who are you tipping?
like that's what I used on bingo last night, and I also bought my friend, my stepdad, and my mom some bingo games last night. So it's like everything I've been doing has been off of those winnings. Not me chugging water in my closet. Who remembers like a year and a half ago me drinking alcohol in my closet? Why am I this person?
Well, that is a very, very long and involved conversation spanning I mean, you're what, 30 in this one? I mean, spanning years, 33 years. I figure this is a conversation you should probably be having with that therapist that you're seeing. So that's what the DBT's for, is to figure out why you're this person.
Oh. I'm now on White Claws.
Uh-huh.
People drink just to have funsies, like
That's
just for
true.
funsies. So
That's true.
there's no crisis. There's no cry for help.
You know, I've always noticed when people say this isn't a cry for help, it's almost always a cry for help. But not our queen. Our queen doesn't need help from you.
We've made progress, folks. Yes, we have. Right, I'm ready.
Yeah.
My mom is about to be here, and I keep looking around. I'm like, am I forgetting anything? I like to leave some of the lights on for the fur babies. Because sometimes I get spooked magooked by the dark.
I just like to not have a whole ass dark house to walk home to. I just like to have a light on when I come home.
Their mamas. All right, so we are at the casino now. I think me and my mom are actually gonna get something to eat because neither of us have ate today.
Right.
Sorry, it's super windy in Oklahoma lately. So we're gonna eat at.
Your inner vamp is showing. I can't decide if I like it. Keep trying to place who she looks like, but it's like a Morticia Adams kind of Vampirella kind of look going on. I don't know. Help me out here.
Some place inside of this casino, which I've never ate here before. I'm a little nervous. I did chug a water bottle in hopes that it would keep me full. I know that's not the greatest thing to do, but like,
it's actually a really smart thing to do, honestly. But didn't you just get done telling us that your first diet ever, you were supposed to chug water before it? So, I mean, it's not the worst thing to do. You know, you're hydrated.
think of your calories as like money that you have in the bank.
Right.
You know, do you want to spend it really early in the day, or do you want to wait more later at night? Because once those calories are gone, there's nothing you can do about it. Just like,
I mean, I like to invest my money, so I invest my calories. If I invest my calories, do I get more? Do I get a dividend at the end of the quarter? Can I use those dividends? Like, can I reinvest said dividends back into my calories? What does that do for me? Can I retire on those calories?
like once that money's gone, you have no more money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so me and my mom are
That's why you got to invest.
waiting for our food, and we go to the Newcastle Casino or Remington. It just depends. But my mom's been coming here for literally years, and she's never been this far down. She didn't even realize it was this big. Neither did I, because we always stay in this little tiny spot. This place is massive. I swear we walked a mile just to get to
I've been
it.
down here, but I didn't come this way. I come in like the door right there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's huge.
Hang on. Where I want to. Okay. I thought I saw something, but I didn't.
Hi guys, long time no see.
Oh my god. Yeah, I got some. I didn't even realize it was this big. Neither did I.
Oh, wait.
Because we always stay in this little
Right
tiny
spot.
spot. This place is massive. I swear we walked a mile just to get to
I've been
it.
down here.
Okay, hang on. This is where I wanted to be. Okay, I am seeing what I thought I saw. Hang on. Yeah, alright. To break character or not to break character. So I'm going to break character just real quick. So Amber is talking about this far down, and they've never been this far down before, and then Mama Lynn breaks in with her conversation, with her little piece here. And this is Amber shifting her attention away from telling us a story about the wherever the hell they are, and shifting her attention to Mama Lynn. And this is Mama Lynn is talking right now, right? And this is the face Amber's giving her. She's pushing her lips together. And it's not just like she's, oh, I'm going to turn my attention to my mom. She's upset that her mom is, she even puckers her bottom lip like I did. She's puckering her bottom lip. She's pushing her lips together so hard. She's not happy. And then she's also closing her eyes while she's turning the camera. This is not the face of someone who was happy for this interruption. Like, she's irritated that her mom's interrupted her right now. And then, of course, Mama Lynn talks. And then compare that to later here. She'll, this is the second time she changes it. So now she's actually talking to Mama Lynn. Now they're in a back and forth conversation together. And now she's shifting the camera back to Mama Lynn. Wait, where are we?
Helps yourself.
Yeah,
I don't drink liquids very
massive. Like, I didn't even realize it.
Oh, hi guys, long time no see.
Okay, so this is the... Hi guys, long time no see. So this was after Mama Lynn reinforced the size of the building. So Amber's actually engaged Mama Lynn in conversation now. So now it's a back and forth between Amber and Mama Lynn. So Amber's still not 100% okay with the distraction, but she's at least engaged in it. So her eyes are brighter, her eyes are larger. She's actually got a bit of a smile. She's tolerating it now, right? So she's tolerating the interruption from Mama Lynn at this point. And then...
Have came from me like, why don't you drink a lot of water? I think it's like in the family where we just don't drink a lot of liquid.
I don't know, I don't drink liquid at all.
Yeah, she doesn't drink like liquid at all, let alone water.
So this will be Amber telling us about how she... Basically how she helps her mom remember to drink water. So she is telling us how she is an aid, assistant, savior of her mom's in this situation. So she gets, this is that smuggling look we talk about.
I try to motivate her to drink water, not myself. I have gotten better with that though.
Sometimes helping other
And this is an interesting gesture that she's doing right here, where she's rubbing her mouth while saying she has gotten better about that though. It could be a... She just says, what does she say here?
Not myself. I have gotten better with that though. Family where we just don't drink a lot of liquid.
I don't know, I don't drink liquid at all.
Yeah, she doesn't drink like liquid at all, let alone water.
Oh, yeah.
I drink coffee.
I try to motivate her to drink
I try to motivate her to drink
water,
water.
not myself. I have gotten better with
Not myself. And then she's like, I have gotten better about that though. This is usually like a... I don't know exactly how to explain this. It's just, it's she's trying to hide. It's not necessarily a lie. It's just trying to like... it's one of this, I don't know. You know, you'll see people do that, like an unsure gesture, like, yeah, it's like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, you know. Skepticism. Like, she's skeptical of the thing that she just said. I think that was telling me Amber just posted. Oops. Sorry. All right, but anyway, back in character.
that though.
Sometimes helping other people helps yourself.
That's very true.
See, and that's very true. Suddenly, Mama Lynn said something good about me. All right, back in character. Anyway, right.
I got catfish tacos. That looks tasty.
Catfish. I've never had catfish as a taco, to be perfectly frank with you.
A salad.
Chili lime salad.
Yeah, chili lime. I'm not really a lime fan. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, I guess you wouldn't have got it if you're not a fan of it.
That looks good, Amber.
Yeah. All right, you guys, that was the best catfish tacos I've ever had, but I'm not gonna.
I've never had catfish taco. I've had fish tacos, and I've made fish tacos out of fish sticks. But catfish is very strong. Like you gotta cook it right, or else it, so I've never had it as a taco. Like I'm a traditionalist, man. It's deep fried, served with lemon. None of this tartar sauce bullshit. Lemon. Anyway.
I don't have any of the chips and salsa because I tried the salsa and it literally, my mom said it and she's right. It tastes like literally tomato paste. It is disgusting.
It doesn't look great.
But
I'm not gonna lie, that
good.
doesn't
like
look
it,
great.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Really good.
Is that what I was doing wrong when I went to the casino? Are you supposed to touch the screens? I didn't know that. I love when she gives us the up boob shot and then waves at us. It makes me feel special.
Come on. Live. What? Because my square bread. Oh, I like this one. Oh my god.
Is she playing a video game?
All right, so my mom is actually stopping to get herself some cigarettes, and then we're gonna actually meet my friend at bingo. My stepdad's going. Yeah, it's been a good night, and I know it's gonna be a good day. My grandma, she went pretty good at the.
So you went to the casinos, and now you're gonna go. Why didn't you take grandma to bingo? Like, does grandma not like bingo? It seems very complicated. I can understand not liking bingo.
Casinos, that was awesome. Me and my mom did not, and my stepdad did a little bit, so that's kind of cool. My mom and I are trying to come up with like different things to do instead of always just like bingo. I really want to go mini golfing, and the weather is getting a little bit better. Weirdly enough, it's supposed to snow today, which I'm like, girl, what?
Dude, it snowed Saturday. I'm still not happy about it.
The other day it was 80 degrees. I don't understand what's happening, but yeah, we're looking for things to do, like maybe go to the movies again, bowling. Bowling's kind of hecticana because then you have to wear other people's shoes, and that's kind of gross.
You can take. I think they've lightened up some, but I haven't been bowling in years, so I might be wrong. I feel like last time I went, you just had to have like a certain type of shoe, and you didn't have to trade out. I think it's just like a no marking kind of shoe. I don't remember, honestly. It's been a long time.
Like, I used to go bowling a lot as a kid, but like as an adult, thinking about putting my feet where hundreds of other people have, it's kind of a weird concept when you actually sit down and think about it. But you know what?
Walking in other people's shoes is not a weird concept. It's a good idea.
Bowling's fun. You guys, I'm walking in the parking lot and I just had to show you, look how close these two cars
on the moon
parked. I don't know, I just had to show you. Okay, wait, are we on G50? This is 3 straights, right?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with bingo?
And 33.
Hello. So I've actually been home for a little bit now, and I was just checking up on things. And with my new YouTube schedule, I decided, like, because I post on my community tab weekly, twice weekly. I post like a few days before Tuesday to let you guys know like what time I will be going live. And then I also post on there for my Let's Talk, so it gives you guys an opportunity to ask me whatever you want. And I was realizing last night, like, damn, my community tab area is like genuinely such a mess. I had stuff way back from like 6 years ago, and there was just hundreds of like posts that were just like nonsense, old news. And I thought, since I use my community tab,
Fake news.
I just don't want all of that in there anymore.
Why?
So I sat and I deleted every single thing one by one. Took a while, but now it's
Sure.
nice and clear. And now it's like the only things that need to be up there are things that are like relevant to like current time. So I'm sitting here working on some of my Lego.
I mean, I guess. Are you gonna do that every month or so, is go in and, or every 6 months, I guess, go in and clear your community tab out. I mean, unless YouTube's like, hey, you've got too much data and we're gonna start charging you for storage. I mean, I could see that, but like otherwise, I don't get it.
Oh, as you can see here. But people have always been like, Amberlynn, what do you mean you have an egg intolerance?
Girl, don't worry about it. You've already explained this like 2 or 3 times now. I just ignore people at this point. Like, we've explained the egg tolerance. Move on with life.
I'm not allergic to eggs, but sometimes eggs make me feel extremely sick. As a little girl, it wasn't so bad. And then in my like
Chikara looked this up way back in the day, and there's like something to do with the protein. I think it's in the yolk. If it's not cooked properly, it can trigger certain people. So it's like, it is a thing. Who cares?
like teenage, young adult era,
Teenage
it got way worse.
wasteland.
And then in my like late 20s, it got even worse. And I don't know what happened, but in
I mean, I would have just stopped eating eggs, to be honest with you, but
my 30s, it slowly has gotten better.
Uh-huh.
So I've been able to like eat more eggs and enjoy them more. Something that helps a lot is if I scramble them to death or fry them to death or hard boil them to death. So I'm saying like overcook them. It helps drastically. I have been experimenting a little bit, and I have been having more of like a runny yolk here and there. So tonight for dinner, because I had lunch way earlier with my mom, but for dinner I had breakfast for dinner, and I made my fried eggs more runny this time, and I feel so sick. Like, I feel like I have the flu. I'm extremely like nauseous. I'm telling you, like, I'm about to go throw up type of deal. Like, I feel extremely hot. Like, I have a fever, even though I know I don't. And my stomach is like on and off cramping really bad. So that is what I mean by egg intolerance. And
take out the cramps, and that's what it feels like when I have pasta. And that's why I'm like, I can't eat pasta anymore, because like I don't like feeling like that, so I just stopped eating it. But you know, I guess I don't know. I mean, I did try around January or something like that, some macaroni. I tried some macaroni because I like macaroni, and I was like, oh, well, I haven't had it in like probably 6-7 months at that point. So I tried it, and yeah, it was bad. And I was like, all right, well, never mind then. So I guess I am officially intolerant to pasta, normal pasta, but you know, I can still have the chickpea stuff and pasta made from rice and that kind of stuff. That doesn't bother me. It's just the stuff that has the durum wheat or seminola. Don't check me on this one. The stuff the traditional pasta wheat is made out of, I can't have that.
and sometimes it's a gamble. Like, my mom experiences
See, I just stopped eating it. I'm not gonna keep testing it. I don't like the way it feels, so I'm just not gonna do it.
the same thing, actually, where it's like a gamble. It's like, do you want to see if it's going to work out this time or no? And this
I'm
time my
good.
body is not reacting good. But I'm telling you, it has gotten so much better.
I
So I didn't even
guess.
think it was a gamble, like, at all. But I guess for some reason, tonight it was, and it does not feel good. I feel truly miserable. So I'm just going to watch some American Idol and do some Lego.
That'll make it
I
feel
wanted
better.
to finish this Lego this week, but I don't think that's going to happen.
we go.
Because I know the people who enjoy my Lego updates, y'all want me to move on to other stuff, and I don't.
I like your Lego updates. I just wish they were A, longer, and B, we had a better look at what you were building. And I don't know, moving on, I guess, huh? I just want to know what like the end result is, because it looks so complicated. Like, it just looks so complicated. I want to know if like there's a like it looks like it has a legitimate functioning engine, and I'm just like, wow, does it have like a remote? Will it go?
Don't blame you. I've just been like busy and like distracted and like focusing on other things. So sometimes I go through like Lego things. Where I'm
Right.
telling you, I'm building like multiple a week.
Yep.
And then sometimes one literally takes months.
Uh-huh.
But this one is really hard. This one is more of like a tech. They call it like a Technic. Girl, I could be using the wrong word right now.
I didn't think they made the Technics still, but okay. I thought they discontinued the Technics.
I don't even know. It's just supposed to be like even harder than like the hardest of the Lego.
The expert Legos?
That makes sense. Like, it's supposed to be like very detailed. Like, it's just it's harder than like hard.
I thought the Technics were supposed to be okay. Back when I was screwing around with the Technics, I thought the Technics were supposed to be, animated. That's not the word I'm looking for, but I thought you could put a battery in them and they would like move. You
I
could
don't know what I'm
wire them
saying.
up.
I literally feel super ill, so I don't even know why I'm speaking right now. But everyone's like, Amberlynn, your egg intolerance, I need you to explain. I don't understand. So I just figured I'd give you guys a real live update on that because I feel awful. Like, I think I might need to go puke, to be honest. So it's been a couple hours and I already feel a million times better. Like, that sickness feeling comes on almost instantly, but it also leaves rather quickly too. So anyway.
Mine hangs around all night.
I'm about to get ready for bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Hello, jump scare. I'm at the grocery store and I just met the sweetest subscriber. She was so pretty with the cutest little ear scenes. But yeah, it's super sweet. Like, every time I come to the store, I'm recognized a lot. Hello, we're in my fridge because we gotta talk. So in my weigh-in video, when I was eating this meal, where I said it was 777 calories, you could see here. But in total, this is 770. I saw a lot of people say that's way more than 770 calories. I know how to count calories. When I'm doing it, I actually know what I'm doing. This is the lean meat that I use. It's extra lean.
Okay.
So for a serving, it is 112 grams for only 140 calories. So in this is super easy. There's only 4 servings in this.
Right.
So I like to cut it in half and then I cut it in half again. So it's 4 servings. But with that specific bowl, I had about a serving and a half, a little more than that.
Right.
All measured and weighed. Because on here, again, it says 112 grams is a serving. The serving is 85 grams.
I mean, I wouldn't get that bent over broccoli, but
30 calories, and I had a little under a serving.
okay.
Says it right there. And then my favorite part, the rice. People are freaking out. I use these little cups because they're very handy, they're fulfilling, they're super tasty. I cannot change overnight. I am trying to literally stop ordering takeout daily, multiple times a day, to cooking majority of my meals. So I'm gonna be having things like this.
I mean, cooking is, you know, sure, it was made at home.
Also someone who spent her whole entire life eating thousands and thousands of more calories than I'm supposed to. So that is why every single time I try to diet, I'm always allotted these high amount of calories.
There's a reason for that, though. Like, I appreciate that she's trying to play this on hard mode and she's trying to keep her calories lower than what the programs always recommend, but there's a reason why the programs recommend a higher caloric intake than she wants to do. Like, they already are taking into account a deficit, you know, and that's the thing. Like, this is the one thing that she does that is kind of aggravating for an AmBaby, is that, like, if she would just stick to the plans the way that they're presented to her, she wouldn't have to worry about being satiated, and she would still be able to eat the way she wants to eat, and she would still lose weight, right? Like, these rice-a-roni things she's getting ready to say, 2 of these are 500 calories because they're like 250 a piece. It's like maybe a cup of rice, I think, give or take. And rice-a-roni is rice and pasta mixed together. So it's not pure rice, which, whatever, I don't care. The point is like, she says she needs to eat 2 of them in order to feel full. I don't know, but it's just, if you just stick to the diet the way Noom wants you to do it, or the way Weight Watchers wants you to do it. And don't get me wrong, when I did Weight Watchers, it not only did I not lose weight, I gained weight. So that wasn't great. But I really do honestly feel like if you would just stick to something, even Jenny Craig, just stick to something the way it's outlined, I think you would have more success than trying to, like, pick something and then play it on hard mode for no reason. But anyway.
To be successful, I need to satiate myself.
Right.
I cannot sit there and eat salad all day. It's not going to work.
Why does everybody think that they have to eat salad all day? Why is everybody like, I mean, to lose weight, I gotta eat salad all day. I gotta eat like a rabbit. Why does everybody think that? So weird.
One of these is 250 calories.
Right.
Sometimes I have one. If I'm feeling extra hungry and I'm afraid I'm going to fall off track, which then leads to more thousands and thousands of calories, which I don't want to do, I will have 2 at a time because it fits in my calories. I know what
I'm afraid I'm going to fall off track. So I eat more. Isn't that kind of falling off track?
I'm doing. I know how to log.
But that kind of goes back to my whole, like, you're playing the game on hard mode for no reason. Like, you have, like you just said, you have so many calories that you are allowed to eat. So eat them. You're afraid of falling off track and you're afraid of going into a binge, but the diets have been adjusted to prevent that, theoretically. So if you just stuck to them the way that they're designed, you shouldn't have that problem. Operative word, shouldn't.
I have a food scale that is very reliable. You guys looking at a bowl of food, you guys can't guesstimate that. You don't have the labels. You don't know how much it weighs. You also don't know the ingredients or anything like that. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've had something in front of me that was so blatantly obvious of how many calories it was just because.
Blatantly. She's right, though. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who want to, like, eyeball things and be like, oh my God. And I'm sure I've done that more than once myself. But, like, I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm positive I've done it. But, like, I mean, this is Noom. She's weighing and measuring it. I mean, the rice-a-roni thing, it comes measured already. Broccoli, who gives a shit? The only thing on there that could possibly have been off would have been the ground beef. And honestly, meat doesn't have that many calories in it. It's surprisingly low in calories, especially if you're getting a lean. But anyway, you can't really look at something and just kind of eyeball the calories, because that's honestly, as a community, that's what we go after the girls for doing all the time. Oh, you're just eyeballing it. Well, yeah, so are you. You're not there. You can't measure it. You're not there to see what the actual volume is. You can't see what the actual measurement is. You're just eyeballing it yourself. So, you know, you're just doing the same thing you're accusing the girls of doing. So she has a right to be kind of irritated here, I think. So now, have there been times, where she has held up an item and said, oh, this is only such and such calories per serving, and it's not, or she's holding up 2 servings and trying to claim that it's 1 serving, or she's like misunderstanding what a serving is. You know, has that happened in the past? Yeah, a lot, which is, I think, part of the reason why people are so skeptical of her ability to calorie count at this point, is because, yeah, she's not good. She has proven in the past that she's not good at this game, but I mean, she is trying this time, I feel like, as far as the measuring and all that stuff. So there's that. I don't know. The other thing is, like, I think I've been watching Hecticana, actually, and I'm really enjoying his channel because he and I are kind of on the same wavelength, I think, I feel, anyway. But he was kind of pointing out that one of the reasons why Amber's content is becoming, I think it was Hecticana. Who else am I watching right now? Maybe it was Salty Crab. Either way, it was either him or Salty Crab. But one of them was pointing out that the reason why Amber's content is becoming so empty is because, no, it's Hecticana, because she's trying to tailor it in a way where she's going to get the least amount of criticism. And the more the community criticizes something that she's doing, the less likely she is to continue to show it. Or, I mean, maybe she does continue to do it off camera. But, like, the calorie counting thing, I know she puts a video up that says, I'm done. And I know she's talking about she's done calorie count. She's done showing her calorie counting, which is fine. But that's kind of the point. Like, she stops showing things that are even remotely interesting because she doesn't want to deal with the criticism that she receives for it. And I think in this case, it might be a little unfair because, like, who gives a shit how much broccoli she ate? She could have eaten that whole fucking bag. I don't care. That would have been like, what, maybe 200 calories? I don't know. Who cares? It's broccoli. The rice-a-roni, it's already measured. I mean, she would have had to have added stuff to it in order for it to have more calories. And like I said, the ground beef is actually fairly low in calories. It's the same thing with the potatoes. Everybody was going off about her potatoes. Potatoes are actually fairly low in calories. It's the stuff you put on it that makes them so calorically dense. Hi, what can I do for you? Are you not getting the attention you want? Hi. Hello. How are you? No, 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 no. How about we not walk on this? There, there. Now you can walk, not on the keyboard. Everybody loves you. You are so lucky. Uh-huh. What do you want? Water? Want your chair? I don't have anything. Here. Let's play this game. Ooh, how about this? Go. Called distraction. Go away. Whatever. All right, anyway.
Because I had the nutrition label right in front of me. And people are like, nope, you're lying. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how to count calories. Yes, I get it. I am over 500 pounds. I'm fully aware of that. But that does not mean I don't know how to count calories. And when I am counting calories, I do it accurately. Because why am I going to waste my time? I hate counting calories. I hate weighing my food. So when I'm doing it, I am doing it accurately and I'm doing it for a reason.
Yeah, take that, haters.
But this is one of the very reasons why I hate doing what I ate today videos, especially when I'm counting calories, because people are always thinking I'm doing it wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. I have done it for majority of my life. I've done it for over 2 decades, 2 decades and a half. I do know how to count calories.
Yeah, what she said. Yeah, two and a half, 25 years. You've been calorie counting for 25 years. You're 30. Okay, back in character. Yeah, 25 years. What do you know? How long you've been counting calories, huh? Huh? Huh?
So stop coming for me.
Right.
It makes you look dumb.
I mean, your argument was going great until that last part. No. Anyway.
And you know what else is dumb? When your
No.
ex's wife is so insanely obsessed with you that they buy the same sweater as you and they constantly post about you on their Instagram.
Right.
Like, bro, your wife cheated on you with me. Like, do you know how many times they couldn't wait for you to leave so they could call me? Like, you have a gross wife. You have a cheater of a wife who lied to us both. But you're mad at me? Your wife and you tried to troll me, but your wife fell in love. Like, that's pitiful.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Your wife fell in love with the Amberlynn Reid. Go.
Decades, 2 decades and a half. I do know how to count calories. So stop coming for me, because it makes you look dumb. And you know what else is dumb? When your ex's wife is so insanely obsessed with you that they buy the same sweater as you and they constantly post about you on their Instagram.
I'm kind of sad that I missed out on this shirt. I know it's like sold out.
Like, bro, your wife cheated on you with me.
Yeah, bro. Your wife cheated on you with the Amberlynn Reid.
Like, do you know how many times they couldn't wait for you to leave so they could call me? Like, you have a gross wife. You have a cheater of a wife who lied to us both. But you're mad at me?
I'm very confused about this one.
Your wife and you tried to troll me, but your wife fell in love. Like, that's pitiful. That's pathetic. You stay bothered and you stay obsessed, and it's getting a little cringe and a little out of hand.
All right, a couple things. I don't like Brittany and Erica. I think they're full of shit. I personally, this is not in character. This is completely out of character. I believe that I believe that Brittany was 100% in on this the entire time. I don't think there was any there was any part where Brittany didn't know what was going on, because Brittany is the one that started the ball rolling. So, okay, so anyway, I do think it's fucking weird that Brittany continues to post about Amber. She likes to vague post about Amber a lot, and it's weird. And she's constantly doing it in a way where she's trying to. It's like when Rosie was posting on Tommy's Instagram trying to get Amber's attention. Brittany does the same thing. She puts Instagram posts up trying to get Amber's attention, and this time she managed to do it. And Amber made this response, you know, because she's known for her well thought out responses to things. And then after this, Brittany posted on several reaction channels the same block of text, which just tells me that Brittany was again fishing for attention again. So I don't trust a goddamn thing Brittany posted. I don't trust anything that comes out of Brittany's mouth or her Instagram or any of that shit. Brittany's just a clout chaser. And Brittany's banking on Hater Nation hating Amber enough that they'll just not question whatever it is Brittany posts. So, fuck Brittany. Look, two things, as Amber likes to say, two things can be true at the same time. Amber can be not a great person, and Brittany can also be full of shit. So, just throwing that out there. Brittany can be making crap up, and Amber can also be lying herself. Because I know a lot of people think that those texts from Erica are apparently fake. Why? I'm getting a little tired of this shit also. Oh, that's fake. Oh, that's fake. Oh, that's fake. Look, man, she's either like fucking Lex Luthor level villain, or she's dumber than rock. She doesn't even know how to set up her freaking lives on her laptop correctly. Whenever she walks away, she has to aim us at the ceiling. Okay? But yet she knows how to fake texts to the level, like to that level. Come on, guys. Anyway. No, I think Brittany's full of shit. I think Brittany was just desperate for attention. Brittany finally got Amber's attention. I think Brittany had been waiting for Amber to do just something like this so that she could go throw that block of text around in some kind of continuity. That's not the word I'm looking for. Context. So it didn't just look like she was just randomly throwing shit out there, which she does anyway. I'm sorry. I don't trust anything that either of them say. And I really wish the two of them would just go the fuck away. They were trolls to begin with. They admitted to being trolls. They were shopping their story around to any reaction channel that would take it. Jordy just happened to be the one that took the bait. And I'm not saying Jordy's a bad person. I think Jordy didn't know that was what was going on at the time. And, you know, he thought he had a good scoop when it turns out that these two are just trolls. And, you know, so I don't think that's a reflection on Jordy in any way, shape, or form. But it does prove that those two were just looking for attention. And they got it through Amberlynn Reid. So, I'm sorry. They're tainted goods. It's, what is that? Poison fruit. So I don't, you can't show me anything from them. If you ever brought anything to me and you were like, this is from Erica or this is from Brittany, I'm immediately going to discount it. I'm just not going to accept it. It's just out of hand going to be rejected by me. I'm sorry. So there's that. Amber faking Erica's texts. Why? Why do you think she did that? Why would you think she did that? You know Erica trolled the shit out of her. You know Erica was basically romance scamming her and catfishing her. That sounds exactly like shit somebody who was trying to catfish somebody or love bomb somebody would have sent. Like, why do you assume that those are not accurate? And I'm not even being an AmBaby right now. I'm just literally, why do you guys just assume that those are fake? Sorry, my choker was showing. So anyway, that's my real honest to God opinion on Brittany and Erica and that whole incident. I think Amber should just fucking ignore her. Why is Amber reading freaking Brittany's Instagram anyway? I'm probably somebody sent it to her in her stupid DMs and she's reading their stupid DMs again. Kind of like the, you need to go watch this other reactor, yada, yada, yada. Amber, quit reading random things in your DMs. Stop it. Just stop it. It's never ended well. Stop it. Anyway, so that right there is just stupid on Amber's end. But Brittany needs to stop. She's not part of Girl World. She's not going to be part of Girl World. If she does become part of Girl World, she's going to be her very own lol cow. Is that really what you want? Like, you're a known troll. Move on. Right? Anyway, it's kind of like with Lex or Lexus. I could give two shits what Alexis has to say anymore. I can't honestly tell when Alexis is telling the truth and when she's making shit up at this point. Honestly. Because there's no way in hell she still has this much tea to give, right? It's just not possible. I think at this point, she's just repeating things that she's heard other people say and pretending like it's something that she did hear or she did see or yada, yada, yada. Like the pee pad thing. Maybe she did see pee pads. Maybe she did. But she's never mentioned it before. Funny that she starts mentioning it after Destiny and Beck mentioned it. So I'm sure given enough time, she'll be like, oh yeah, I totally saw washcloths. No, you didn't. And I don't think you saw the pee pads either. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she did mention them before and I just can't remember it, but it just seems sus. So like, I don't like Lex right now. I don't think she has anything worth contributing anymore. And I mean, if she wants to be a reaction channel, she needs to start reacting and stop trying to be a tea channel because her tea's out. She's run out of tea. Her tea's done gone cold. She needs to be reading the tea leaves and not trying to serve tea. Anyway, that's my whole take on all of that shit that's going on right now. Brittany and Erica need to go the fuck away. Alexis either needs to shit or get off the pot. Amber needs to quit reading. Amber needs to quit reading the social media of people she knows doesn't like her. And stop reading Tommy's. They're your ex. Leave them alone. And it's just like... And stop reacting to people. Stop reacting to people on a knee-jerk anger reaction. Your life would be so much easier. Anyway, I think that's all I really wanted to say about that. But that is my honest to God opinion on that. Anyway. Legos.
All right, you guys, so here's a weekly build update.
Yeah, see, it's really, really complicated. Like, does it have a like an actual Go motor? Like, does it have a remote? Can you program it? We used these with the kids and you could program it. Like, it had like a little box that you built around it and you programmed it in and it would go and move around on its own. That was the whole point.
I have about 60 steps left. I did work on it a bit this week. Probably a good thing it's taken me a while because I'm telling you, sometimes I get super obsessed and I spend way too much money on Lego and builds in general. All right, you guys, so it is time for my Oracle reading for the week, and I chose my 3 decks. So I've realized that since I've been doing this for a few years now, I've only ever really read on myself, and I feel connected to my tarot deck, especially for just me. And I realize I'm starting to feel the same way with my Oracle decks. Like, I can read people that, like, I'm really close to, but, like, strangers online, I literally feel like there's, like, this disconnect. So I think I'm even just gonna, like, stop doing that on my live streams. Like, I can't. You. So for this week's reading, I want to do a Believe in Your Own Magic, Feminine
I'm just going to use this one.
and a Love one. So
I'm just going to use this one.
I'm going to be shuffling, which I will edit all of that out.
Okay.
The only shuffle you will see is when the universe
I'm just going to
is
shuffle.
telling me to choose a card.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm behind. Okay, here we go. There we go. I guess that's my third one.
For the first one, I got Princess. You can be your own knight.
Oh shoot,
which is actually card number.
Ooh. I did a double. Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
That's not good.
All right, anyway. So yeah, Haglaz and Isa. I would not like to see these are considered the winter runes. We're out of winter though. Winter. I don't know. I don't like that combo. Let's see what the rest of them are though first. All right, so let her finish.
Number one is my favorite number. You may be in a dire situation you need escaping from. Rest assured, you have the power within you to persevere. You already know you don't need to be rescued by a charming prince or a knight in shining armor. You've
Yeah, but it's nice.
got your own shield and sword, and God's help anyone who thinks they can do better. All right, so this one is love. Life.
Wrath. Well, that's interesting. That's a neat combo. All right, go.
Purpose. It is such a pretty card. And this is number 30. And threes are actually a very lucky number in my family. Make a relationship with yourself your number one priority. Nurture yourself with kindness, empathy, and grace. Listen to your needs and choose to respond. Only when we truly love ourselves can we love others too. How we love ourselves is how we invite others to treat us. Replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations is the key to happiness. Affirmation: I am love. Weirdly enough, speaking of love, I chose to do a love reading. So I've never done that one with you guys here in a video. So I got possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, and
I got awful. I don't really know how to say that one. Awful. All right. Weird. Interesting. The problem is I didn't actually ask a question. I just started randomly shuffling. So these are probably mean like absolutely nothing because they're just like mine cards. So there you go. So I'm kind of hoping that's what it is because that's really not a great start. But the end isn't terrible. It's off to a really, really rocky start. Like shit blows up the movie, and then everything is kind of at a standstill. The movie, and then like happiness though. Like we got that all leads to some kind of like joy, especially built around like the home or the community. I always like to have also represent like community as well as the home because not everybody has like a hearth kind of home. But anyway, that's my personal take on it. But it also means like tradition. So I'm just not looking forward to whatever this is. That's not good. That is not good. No, you can't come in. My cat's sitting in my window crying now. I'm just gonna go with that was me goofing around and I didn't really ask a question and I just started randomly grabbing cards, so probably it was a hey, knock it off. We don't really want to be answering these questions.
risks. These cards are telling me to love myself first. By nurturing myself, I will be able to have a fulfilling relationship in the future whenever I feel like having one. Self-love and self-care is extremely important. Don't forget to take care of you. And I think that goes for a lot of people watching as well. I feel like it's easy to get caught up in other people or get caught up in life that we forget to take care of ourselves.
I don't know how I feel about I've seen other people do multiple decks for a reading. I think it's kind of confusing to do that kind of a thing personally. Only because like usually the decks are meant to be used in tandem with each other, you know, in my opinion. So like the cards are meant to play off of each other. So when you do something like this and you've got 3 random cards from 3 random decks, it's hard to read across like that because they're not related, right? The cards aren't related to each other because they're from 3 completely separate different types of decks. So I'm always confused by these types of readings. Now, don't get me wrong, lots of people do this. So this is it's not unheard of. It's not like, oh, Amber just made something up. Lots of people do this kind of a thing. I used to watch a tarot lady, what was it? Scorpio Tarot? Tarot Scorpio, something like that. Used to love her readings. I just kind of quit watching them because they were always the same thing. Anyway, but she would do similar things like this. She'd do a big old tarot spread, and then later she would do oracle cards, or she would draw I Ching coins, or she would just kind of incorporate a lot of random stuff together. And I don't know, it always came together for her, so whatever. And I know when I was in Salem, people would read like this. They'd have multiple different decks, and they'd pull different cards depending on what they were asking. So I've seen people do this. I'm just personally, for me, if you're gonna do like a full all the way across reading kind of a thing, I just personally think having one deck to answer one question is better, because usually the cards are meant to be, or the cards are built to be related to each other within a deck, right? Personal opinion. You can agree or disagree. Obviously, Amber disagrees, and that's fine. It really is fine. Do it the way you want to do it, you know. So there. I just was giving you my opinion.
And we forget to put ourselves first sometimes. Not even that. We just like forget to love ourselves, really. I'm going to speak for myself and say sometimes I take myself for granted.
Yes.
To find that, like, you have to reflect a lot. And I
Right.
have been doing a lot of journaling. I started daily journaling back in 2021. I've always
Well,
loved
there you
writing,
go.
but it wasn't until 2021 that's when I like actually started to daily journal. So I do a lot
Cool.
of reflecting, and within that, like, I do take myself for granted. And I take a lot of things for granted because I think we just go about our day-to-day life every single day and we forget.
I'm sorry. I'm just confused about the taking myself for granted thing. Okay. I'm going to work on that one.
Forget to stop and think of the things that we are thankful for and grateful
Right.
for. So I try to like do a lot of like, these are the things I'm grateful for, especially
Right.
when I'm journaling.
Uh-huh.
And even with like people in my life, like I noticed my mom the other day, she just needed a little more pep in her step and some positivity. So I stopped her and I
Right.
said, Mom, what are some things that you're thankful for? And she stopped and she said them, and she
Uh-huh.
said that it helped her. So I think
Oh,
if you
good.
ever feel like life is too much and there's just so many negative things with the
Right.
world and yourself and things going on in your life, if you genuinely just stop and be like, what are 3 things that either make me smile, I'm grateful for, thankful for, just 3 positive things in my life, it'll immediately just like give you some sort of light feeling. It'll make you realize that whatever headspace you're in, because sometimes it feels like life is all bad, it'll make you realize that there is a lot of beauty and good in life too. Anyways, that was like a rant there. I'm gonna go.
I know, but it was so wise and such a moment of zen, and I think it was very enlightening and very helpful to hear that kind of a thing. So in the end, I realized that you were ranting, but I think that kind of like advice is something that a lot of people need to hear in life. Right.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this weekly vlog, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye. If you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and put glasses. I got nothing. Go ahead and put glasses down in the emoji section. Let me know what you guys think. Is our queen doing well this week? She definitely dropped some very important advice on us there at the end. I think we can all agree that we could definitely live better if we followed the advice of, you know, thinking about positive things in our life before, you know, when we think we're living in a dark, dark world, you know, thinking of positive things instead of just dwelling on how dark and awful things are. What else could we talk about? Yeah. Definitely don't feed the trolls effectively. Just don't feed the trolls. It is positive. I think I'm getting my videos mixed up actually, but it is good that she's working with the therapist again. I hope it actually is helping. I don't know if it sounds like it's helping yet, but it's good that she's with the therapist, working with the therapist. She should probably talk to the therapist about impulse control, especially when it comes to like videos and reacting to videos and having little outbursts against said videos. The calorie counting. I honestly think she's doing okay with that one, honestly. I think it looked okay. And again, same thing, you know, oh, you can't eyeball, they just eyeball their calories. Well, yeah, but you're just kind of eyeballing the calories too, so, you know, that kind of a thing. Pretty much all I've really got. So this was from April 7th, which is like a week ago now. So I guess we'll have a new one up today. Shoot. Oh well, I'll get to it. And hopefully I'll get to it before the end of the week. Anyway, promises. So yeah, your emoji is going to be glasses. I'm still getting used to this particular AmBaby mindset, so forgive me if I slipped a few times there. We're working on it. We're getting it down. Got our choker. We'll get some hoop earrings. We'll work on our hair. I don't have enough to pull off that poop bun though. She's got a lot of hair. I do have an old wig though.
Yeah. Can you imagine getting a wig just so I can do a poop bun? I will do that at some point. Anyhow, let me know what you guys think down below. Remember, we are encouraging people here. We are encouraging Amber. We are AmBabies here. This is an AmBaby space. All right. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I will see everybody in the next one. And if you're very confused, again, there is a video linked in the description down below. Highly recommend you watch that, and I will see everybody in the next one. Bye!
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.